I do not like to judge others or know what kind of path they're dealing with the spiritual world, all these things. But I got to bring this one up because I had a lot of honor and respect for Jim Carrey when he sounded like he stand up for us Mandela Effect ones, and all these things. Because there's videos of him saying, yeah, the Mandela Effect is real, and even on the Tonight Show and stuff like this, and making fun of Illuminati and stuff, and put his tongue between his the peace fingers and stuff, and said, you get hip, we all know Illuminati is real. Well, I'm heading there in the story here. So, and then he said he'd been enlightened. He's gone through tough times with, even as an actor. I thought, man, this guy is truly awake. He's on our side. But you can tell, he doesn't have any YouTube channels. He doesn't do videos. He's not out here to help us, support us. Any from the truthers, the fully awake, or you can never be fully awake. I should say the ones that are awakening or awake are, the truthers from the Mandela Effect to, I'm trying to think of other ones, Decode Your Reality, what this reality is about, all this stuff. I thought he was a man that we could rely on and be a part of this truth movement, right? I don't know how else to call it, the spiritual truth movement of our reality, whatever it is, right? Because he's done a lot of exposure. But then I found out he's a hypocrite. My God, I'm telling you, folks, this man is a hypocrite because I'm going to let you listen that Jim Carrey has no problem being himself, he even says, right there. And he said he dropped his ego. He's no longer Jim Carrey. He understands that we're in a script, that by the ones that control this world, the beast system. He understands that, we're following a script, even you and I, and we're trying to break out of this prison earth and all those other things, this prison cell. And then, he played in the Truman Show, for God's sake, that has truths in it. I mean, if you're not playing an actor in the movie that talks about our situation, which actually the Truman Show is based off of the TV series The Prisoner. The Prisoner, they've written a ton of movies based off of that. It was all the themes in there. I swear that's all they did is they took that movie and ran with it, because they came out with The Matrix is based off The Prisoner. They came out with The Truman Show is based off The Prisoner. That's what I'm telling everybody, you got to watch that series. It has everything there, cloning, mind control, the demons, how they take over people's brains. Everything is written right in that series. The body snatcher. So everything is in that sucker. I'm not kidding you. All of it. I mean, seriously. But anyway, and in the situation we're under today, it talks about, they try everything. Your friends turn against your family. They've taken downloads. They understand. You got NBCs walking around. So anyway, but here's the thing about Jim Carrey. Okay. Now, he is a liar, and I know, that's the way he played the movie, Liar, Liar, because this man, he needs to get his grip together. I mean, he needs to pull himself together and get on our side, because he is not on our side. He claims to be. He's a middleman, and maybe he's being used by both sides, probably, right? Which side he's going to take, I have no idea. He's flipping back and forth like a fish out of water. And, Jim, you got to get back to your roots, man. Get strong, man. He probably knew before us all this stuff. So I'm heading to some of this. Dang it, Jim. And his last name's been Mandela affected too, by the way. It's spelled different, but we need to go there. It's completely spelled different. His own name has changed. But anyway, and he can't see it. Anyway, so let's not go there but anyway. So here's the deal. He's been publicly, on stairs, and they said he's insane. People say he's lost his mind. Well, it's because he's talking the truth, and people can understand that they're completely awake and stuff like that. But I'll stay focused here, because I'm not here to slander him. I just hope that he joins our side and truly follows through, and becomes on the good side, okay? And anyway, so Jim Carrey has no problem being himself. I'm going to listen from him. I had better ones, though. It talks about him dropping his ego, but you can look those up. And I'm trying to make this quick. Is it going to play for us?
Would recognize you.
I don't think I'd be that different, honestly. I dropped the whole trying to be something for somebody a long time ago. So I pretty much walked through the world, except when I want to be funny, or I want to do something outrageous. I don't have any trouble being myself, and I don't have any trouble saying no when I mean no. I don't feel there is a pressing responsibility to please everyone. I'm not kind to people. I love people. I would much prefer saying hello and who are you and what are you doing today than giving selfie because selfies stop the world.
Well, this one ain't the best example of a lot of the speeches he's been breaking out with. One was that he dropped his ego, and he said, "I'm just a character. I just played Jim Carrey. He goes, I didn't realize I was playing Jim Carrey, even in my real life, that it was all a character and a script. And now it was shocking because that's what we're under, right? And I'll explain more about what we should do with that situation." And I'm decoding that through watching The Prisoner. But anyway, so here you go. And he, like I said, he said, I'm not Jim Carrey. I'm just a guy. And he goes, all those millions didn't do me any good. He said, because I was never happy, I was depressed, not satisfied. And I found my true being, I've been in, he said I hit moments of enlightenment. And, he'd been enlightened, and which is, I've experienced too, just moments of it, not so it's hard to maintain it. But, so, and so that he had dropped all his, materialistic ways and it was separating himself from this material world. And not just by money, just by its temptations, its draws, its hate, its game, its the whole drama. You think that he was pulling away from the drama. And so I'm hinting at this. So you got this guy, right? And he's a speaker that could speak for all of us way better because he already has attention, but he needed to change his approach so people don't think he's crazy insane. But so then I found out that there's a guy, and I can't remember. Maybe folks know that as a truther. No, not a truther. He's just a new a guy that talks about exposes dirty things that are happening around the world, like Hollywood and some of the idlers and what they do. And I know you'd know this guy, and you may have seen it. He's anyway, he got a letter notice from Jim Carrey telling him that if he was going to get sued big time before telling truth. And it's not, and maybe the truth might, and it wasn't even slandering Jim Carrey. What it was, it had to do with that thing about the island where, was it Huffman or some other people, that major actors and actresses had flown there, and it was kind of it was a sexual ring on that island. And I apologize I don't have it because, I don't have the time to look this up, folks. I'm still working on this mission and staying positive. And the mission is all these things I'm doing, right? Just too much going on. So anyway, they had a list. Remember, they had the list of people that were, he had a list, and he was calling off each list of each person that they had validated and verified had gone to this island. And so they're like, what would you do? Because everybody knew it. You had to know what you're going to when you got on this airplane. Oh, you're just going there to have a brunch with people. So Jim Carrey was on that list, and he had gone there. And so, why would you be hanging around that anyway, Jim? That could have been his past, though. See, people can change. So I'm not judging his past. That's fine. So, and that's the thing is, he needs to move on. So you throw away the past. So he is suing this guy now. This announced about 2 or 3 weeks ago, because he said, you don't put me on that list. He said, I'm suing you for defamation of character, these other things, right? And I'm leaving that between those two. I'm not saying one way or the other about Jim Carrey. But to go around suing people and hurting them when a guy is supposed to drop his ego, he's moved on. And if you dropped your ego, then you can call me every damn name in the book, folks, and you can do whatever. I don't care what this world. So he's trapped in the world still. He still wants people to idolize Jim Carrey. And, I don't care if you call me names. I mean, I got people comment me. People tell me I should repent. People say you're a white nigger. You piece of you effer. And I've been called every damn name in the book. And you know what? And you can call me every name in the book. I don't give a crap. I do not care what this world thinks. I do not give a crap what you think or call my names. I do not care. Even if you try to slander me with some kind of background, dirty dipstick, whatever you want to bring onto me and claim I'm a this or that, I don't care. I've been called all these nasty, filthy things and been accused of every bull crap in the world. And that man needs to grow up, Jim Carrey, bud. Because the world is never gonna like you if the good side. They're never gonna love you. They're gonna hate you. And even the Lord says the world will hate you, bud. And so you better just get used to being hated. and just move on. Because spend your time and energy on something else, maybe helping us or do something good. Spend that, you tell your attorney to start exposing some truths and help us. And about bringing some, help another a human being on this earth, spend some money or, help another human being to get awake and awoken and to help them realize their divine entity and spirit. So I'm not going to go on about that. See, that's what frustrates me. There, you can go to churches, you can go to the idlers that claim they're on our side, the musicians, whatever, and whatever. I just got a text message for something, but anyway. You can do all these things, but your actions speak louder than your words. And what you do, and you got to move on this world. You don't hold on to the past. We can control the future, but we can do what's called retroactivity, influence the past. We talked about this, that we can actually modify, influence history. History is a mystery, and we can modify that thing. It's like time traveling, and I'll talk about that later, too, in detail. Not to babble, but the thing is, I did this more of trying to understand that we're going to be alone in this world. There's going to be very few of us left that can that will hold on and try to make a difference and try to be even within ourselves. You cannot rely on friends, family, nobody. You can't even rely on the ones that should be leading the pack. Be the leaders of the pack. They're not. Like the song. Anyway, so be the leader of the pack force, all right? You be the lone wolf. You be whatever you need to be. Even, you do this. Because somebody, if it's you that does this, you'd keep doing it, and let's lead this thing out of this Alice in Wonderland hole, all right? You take it, and you carry the torch, the flag, whatever, and the word, whatever you need to do. Let's win this thing, because we are going to win, right? All right, love you all.